YouTube. So it's been a long time since I last made a video. I think the last video I made was my Honda Accord build. Since Misha took my Civic around the ring, I've had loads of requests for a walk around video with the spec, etc. So I'm going to make that today for you. So I guess to start off, it's a Honda Civic EJ9. I bought it as a shell. I'll try and dig out some pictures and put them on the screen. It was just a rolling shell. Started life as a 1.4. It's currently got just over 60,000 miles on the clock. So it's quite a low mileage. It does need some work though. So it does need a bit of rust sorting out, which I'll sort out, and yeah, that's supposed to be getting done this year, but I'll give you a quick walk around. So first of all, it's got it's a pre-facelift, so it's got the bump strips to 1996, and it's got the front lip. So it's a replica front lip at the minute. This is from Tegway. I'll be honest, the fitment is terrible. I've actually got a real one already in carbon fibre, but obviously need to put that on. We've got the spoon brakes, BC coilovers, and we've got rotor slipstream wheels. On Misha's video, a lot of the comments were about the fact that I had rotor wheels on it, considering the rest of the spec. That's because it's got 4x11 4.3 MB6 hubs on, which I am changing this year, and those were pretty much the only wheels that I could find at the time. So they're 15x7s with 205 tyres on. We've got the aerodynamic carbon fibre mirrors, a bit like the spoon ones, but I couldn't find any genuine spoon ones, and slash I'm not paying £2,000 or whatever it was. We've got the wind deflectors. We've got carbon fibre B-pillar trims. These are from, I think it's CT or something like that. I'll put the brand up on the screen when I find it. Just a nice little touch. And then around the back we've got the genuine spoon spoiler as well, again carbon fibre. And exterior wise, that's pretty much it. In terms of suspension, it's got all hard race parts underneath, and like I said earlier, the BC coilovers. So yeah, I guess we'll move on to the engine bay, the engine spec. So engine wise, as I mentioned earlier, this is a K24 out of a Honda Accord Type S. The only thing done to the engine is an EP3 oil pump and a 50-degree cam gear, so basically like the cheapest possible thing that you can do. Sorry, I've just noticed there that my rocket breather filter has snapped and disappeared, so definitely need to sort that out. It's got a FN2 intake manifold with a spacer on, and a bracket underneath. Basically just a cheap way of getting a bit more power. Engine bay wise, we've got the hybrid racing dipstick, spoon oil cover, blue valve cover, carbon fibre coil pack cover, and a spoon brace, spoon radiator cap, and just a cheap half rad. Standard EP3 gearbox, but we've got the K-tuned cables. I did have the Chinese like cables and shifter, and they are absolutely dreadful, so top tip if anyone was thinking about changing. Still got the power steering, so this is the OEM power steering out of the Accord. You just get a different hose made, but yeah, engine spec pretty basic. Thing I forgot to mention, engine wise, made I think it was 242 brake horsepower. I do have the dyno graph, I think. If I do have it, it'll be on the screen now, and then a little dyno video. So interior wise, I've got custom door cards. I just recovered the originals with some suede fabric. We've got spoon steering wheel, spoon gear knob, spoon bucket seat, spoon passenger recliner seat, spoon bucket seat on Zero Fighter, seat rail, and the bride or brid, whichever way you pronounce it, is on spoon seat rail as well. And then we've also got the Power Acoustics singled in CarPlay stereo, which I know a lot of people use. That's from the US. NRG hubs and genuine Mugen pedals, and the rear seat currently covered in a dog cover at the minute, but the rear seats are out of an EK9 as well. To be fair, I've probably missed loads from the spec, but if you've got any questions or anything, then put them in the comments. I'll reply to everything. Or if you want to ask about particular parts or anything like that, then again, put them in the comments, I'll reply to you. Or then just follow me on Instagram as well. But yeah, that is, I guess, a very basic rundown of the current car, and then let's, I guess, talk about future plans, but I'm gonna get in the car because it's absolutely freezing. So in terms of future plans, next I think get done is the gearbox. I've got a 5.1 final drive to put in and an LSD out of a DC5. I am going to be putting the Accord 6 gear in, which I know is, you know, not the best. Misha put a video up recently driving, I think it was a DC5 with that 6 in, but for motorway driving, etc., it just makes more sense to me. For the amount of laps that I do on the ring in a year, it's pointless building a car for that. Bodywork wise, I've got the bump stripless front and rear bumpers to go on. As I mentioned earlier, I've got the first Malden carbon fibre front lip to go on. I am changing all the hubs to 4x100, and then I'll be getting the spoon wheels as well. And then engine wise, what I want to do is add cams and throttle bodies, and then that's pretty much it done, to be honest. Yeah, and then just enjoy it, do some track days, etc., and go from there. But what I'll do in future is any modifications I do or anything like that, I'll make videos. I know I've not uploaded for a long time, but you know, life gets in the way, I guess. But yeah, I guess that's it from me. Any questions, like I say, pop them in the comments, follow me on Instagram. Yeah, and I shall see you in the next video.